Anup sir. Welcome back to StarTalks. Let's continue on technological evolution, IPR, and the cyber laws, and some more concepts on unraveling cyber threats, exploring the world of online safety. So, we want you to elaborate on the actions being undertaken or proposed by the governments worldwide to address cyber threats. Additionally, how significant is the impact of these threats on humanity?
Thank you again for having me here. Now, if we discussing the cyber threats, so cyber threats are very much prevalent in current times because this is impacting human life, and sometimes that is at that level people committing suicides, people committing crimes through cyber mode. So first, I'm segregating this entire this question in a like a 2-3 part. The first part is that your financial part. So that is impacting your financial things. That is enhancing your feasibility, but at the same time, if you're not coping up with the technologies and you're not well aware of your thing happening around you, you may be financially impacted. How is that now on a daily basis? The new ways is being discovered to cheat online financially. There is a Jamtara is there. The mode of Jamtara is that like they initiate in some other manner, they ending up in another manner, but that still exists. And no government at this point of time can restrict these kind of activities. I must say that the time will come that everything which is happening in this era can be completely restricted after some years. If we have a clear and more strict penalties, rules, and guidelines, if we frame, then we may in a better position to restrict these illegal financial activities, financial frauds, and all. Yes, we have already set up as a dedicated portal, but government is not bother enough to give more time on that. Like if we file a particular complaint through the for a cyber crime and all, that takes months. I sometimes file a complaint on behalf of my client. I get responded after 6 months. So the thing is, government has a dedicated portal, but that portal is not sufficient enough to address that thing quickly. But like these issues must be addressed in a limited time frame, so that we can restrict these activities not only through the guidelines, but we also need the implementing bodies which is regularly guiding, regularly penalizing, and watching these cyber frauds.
Okay, thank you, sir. We recall that in an earlier instance also you have mentioned the pretty much need of having the cyber commission at this moment. So let's move further. With the rapid pace of technological evolution, why is it imperative for the contemporary lawyers to adapt in litigation and seek justice for their clients? And how does this benefit both the legal profession and the society at large?
This question is very vital for the law students and lawyers in this era. Every lawyer need to be equipped with this uh, technology laws. Why is that? In every sphere of law, we can see that the technology and cyber world is involved. If there is a matrimonial matters one, I will start for the matrimonial and end up with the corporate agreements and corporate like a dispute happens. The thing is, when the family dispute arises nowadays, what happens that now every court is accepting this the communication made through WhatsApps. But as a lawyer, you can just check it, that particular evidence which is being submitted before that particular court, that is really admissible or not, that is really verified or not. By the way, there is a 65 BF certification is there, but still now, previously court were very easily accepting the cyber chats, and on that only basis of that chat or Facebook connection or Facebook chats, these communication mode, courts were easily passing the orders. But in my one of the matter, when I see that like some petitioner was submitting like the out of 10 screenshots, around 9 were fake and edited. And what I did, I just checked it again that this was really happened or not. I was check that my client's chat, that it was really happened or not. So it was never happened. Then how that particular person made that chat fake, that how the chat were generated. So now investigated about that and got to know that now after some day there is a website who is creating the fake WhatsApp chats. So as a lawyer, you need to understand that there is a strong possibility of fake evidences can be produced before the court, which may impact the litigation. So as a lawyer, as a law student, you need to be like a very much updated that what is happening around the globe, and how particular evidences can be beat, how these evidences can be manipulated. So this can be only happen through if you are updated and you well aware of these technology, use of this technology. As well as when we talk about the evidence act, so evidence act itself not complete for me. Why is that? You just admitting and you just not clarifying that in which circumstances this particular evidence will be admissible or not. You just clarified that this is the digital evidence, but that digital evidence maybe may cannot be accepted in certain situations. And I already gave you one simple example of the fake WhatsApp chat, which were giving submitted before the court, and we just tracked down that this was a fake one. And in the litigation, if you are a litigating lawyer and you just representing any corporations used to make a large volume of contracts agreements, so sometimes what happens, like they came into kind of a conflict due to this agreements. So these agreements sometime challenge before the court, and the court has to decide that what is the actual agreement on which we agreed upon that. If later on that particular agreement was amended or agreed by both the party through any particular communication, mail or something, mail or actually the thing why I'm adding that mail or something. So something is that there is an application also. Some corporate use the application for their platform. So if you amending particular document, you amending a agreement or anything, that can be mutually decided, and there is a possibility to alter that. So we need to just go through the entire aspects that this particular dispute is happening because of what. So this can be researched only by the well equipped lawyer, which is so much updated with the cyber world. Yes, please.
Yes, sir. It's the need of the hour, as you mentioned, like the adoption of the technology by the legal fraternity, as you mentioned. And thanks for bringing the cases that happened in real time. So let's continue
One more
further,
thing
sir.
in this between, like I want to mention one major
Sure.
case that was a breakthrough, for our firm, is that uh, actually this case is very interesting, and this may help several lawyers. By the way, there was a pending of like a dues from some I have to just recover some particular amount, and that party against whom I have to just recover that was sitting in the US. So through only digital mode, we served the notices, we served the documentation, and we communicated to that particular company in that this person was employed. So we communicated and we concluded the case with the help of technology, and we recovered the entire amount. So that I'm not comfortable to share the exact details, but that this may go to that extent. We sometimes recover the entire dues, or we may recovery through the digital modes too. Yes, thanks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for bringing that. The advent of the technology has really been helpful, and in recent times, as you mentioned, it has crossed the paths. So let's continue, sir. We wanted to understand. Please let us know if there is any connection between the intellectual property or intellectual property rights that you have been mentioning, and also the cyber laws. So what has been the connection between them?
I can say that there is no like a there is not only a connection, there is a established thing right now. If we in a current time, if we have to file a intellectual property, we have to file a particular trademark that first of all filed before the authority available in Indian territory. That Indian territory then transfer this application to the WIPO. They confirm it with WIPO organization. That WIPO organization checks the entire database of entire world. So this is digitally connected. I can say no intellectual property is separated now without the cyber world. Because if you applying for a particular trademark, and that trademark is being used in any other nation, in any other country, China, US, Europe, any part of the globe, and you just trying to be a little smart that like this thing is not registered in India, then your trademark can be rejected on the basis that this particular trademark is registered in this country. So this is very much connected. But one more thing is that what about the infringements happening in the cyber world? As you can see in the Instagram, you are using a lot of our songs. By the way, Instagram do pay the real owner of these songs or these clips, which is used by the so-called influencer in the Instagram. They pay the royalty to the real owners. But what about if the royalty is not being paid to the real owner of that intellectual property? In that way, that particular platform will be penalized if the royalty is not being paid. The situation is there. Infringement happens on the cyber world or in any particular cyber social media platform. You can still seek a strong remedy against that. So no one in the cyber world, if then again come to the part of that, how much aware you are. If you are a lawyer and you are aware of that, that yes, even things are happening on the cyber world, on the social media or any platform on the internet, and the real maker of that intellectual property is not getting paid, then you may seek a remedy. The days pass now that like there is a shop of ganna juice and all. They used to use picture of Salman Khan and Katrina Kaif and all. But now with that too, if you putting a picture of Salman Khan on your banner on internet, if you are a certain platform, you using picture of Salman Khan, you have to pay royalty to Salman Khan. If you're using a Mahindra and Mahindra picture, you are using Mahindra and Mahindra cars picture and all, you may, if you are well aware of that intellectual property infringements, then you may seek a remedy against on that. I hope this is like a bit like a upper layer answer. I don't want to like I'm not going much deeper on this. If in future we discuss that
Sure.
how this infringement happens and how the remedies sought under this, we can discuss.
Sure, sir. Thanks for bringing that interrelation, as you rightly mentioned, between the cyber laws and the intellectual property rights. So let's move further. So, what enhancements do you believe should be integrated into the current educational curriculum to prepare students for a technology-driven future? Especially, at what stage of education should these changes be implemented, Anup sir?
I'm very much happy that this question is raised because we cannot just instantly after passing the 12th we just need to just know the cyber laws and all. We should start, this is a like a strong recommendation to the government that we from now start adding the cyber laws and cyber things happening like a cyber curriculum in the regular curriculum. And what kind of a curriculum we can add on the basic like from the fifth standard at the level of a 10th or 12th is that how the communication is made, how internet works. By the way, there is a computer law already there's a IT classes already going on, but we need to like a more equipped these student with that, like how the financial world runs, how the communication runs. We just guiding these students that look, this is happening, how you can use this program. But no, we should also tell them that how this program is built and how this program can be amended. So we need to be more equipped with these kind of things. And later on at the curriculum of the cyber laws, yes, from my time too, when I was studying the LLB, this was added, but that was not enough. Why that was not enough? That like there is a only the cyber laws mentioning of that, what kind of a cyber crime is, what kind of a cyber crime, the definition of cyber crime, that itself need to be upgraded on a like a regular basis. And that should be like our entire curriculum, the lawyers curriculum is notified and regularly checked by the Bar Council of India. So as I was recommending about the cyber commission in India, so these kind of a curriculum should be regularized by the commission, cyber commission in India. So they will be in a better position to suggest you that these additions are there in the cyber laws. Yes.
Sir, thank you. So the much need of the hour, as you mentioned, inclusion of the advancements of this technology into the educational curriculum is something that we look forward. Thanks a lot, sir. So moving further to the last question of this particular episode, in your opinion, like how well are the current laws kind of keeping in pace with the advancements in the technology, such as like the blockchain or for that matter, the cryptocurrency, Anup sir?
Um, the thing is, blockchain technology, I already, like in a previous session, I tried to touch that particular topic. But cryptocurrency is that a digital code which is set, which is protected by a particular chain. If I was assigned, if if I say that like I'm generating new Anup currency, or if I generate Advotalks currency. So yes, if I'm a purchaser, you are a seller, you can sell me anything. And you particularly coding, or you just using 15 digits of code, you just saving that, and you said that I am securing this particular numbers only exclusive for you. You will pay me for that. This is, by the way, just a basic, just a deeper thing is happening right now. And this is protected under a folder. And if some other person going to buy this, what I will do, Advotalks will do that, like I will add a particular key on that, and I will transfer you the remaining amount generated by the sale and purchase. So cryptocurrency in that way is not that much secure. And I already mentioned is that like nothing on the internet can be saved, can be compromised at, like there is a possibility of compromisation at every level on the internet. So cryptocurrency is the currency. Yeah, we can use it for entertainment, but you will see in the future that that going to decline just because of the cyber compromise, the compromise of codes. So I again just going to go through your question, the current law keeping pace with the advancement. So as you can see, the government, or when media networks was asking the question to the Indian government that do you want to regulate the cryptocurrency and the digital currency, they initially want to ignore this question. Why? Because they knew it, their expert already suggested them that sir, we cannot regulate them, we have no control over that. But at the same time, as you can see, if there is a particular bond, there is a particular currency which is generated by the government, so government will hold that control of that record. Government, if there is a rupee digital, by the way, already digital currency is released in India. You should know this. So that is protected by Indian government, and now that is the responsibility of protection of that digital currency is of Indian government. So ultimately, you can there's a liability of Indian government na? So you can somehow just get it back. There is a possibility of getting back. But when I talk about the cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency is available on the servers available around the globe. So that's why it is not secure enough. But Indian currency, how it can be assumed that it is secure, because that is being controlled by a government, Indian government, and Indian government will pay you in case of something like lapse happens. Yes. So this is the basic principle behind the digital currency. And also somehow I want to add, like, is that like how, like, the question must arise in your mind that how money is being saved in a bank account. Money is not in your bank account. If you can just open your bank, if you're just seeing your bank balance, is that this is just a digital currency and digital numbers. There is a account number, there is a folder. In that folder there is a program which is debiting, crediting your amounts. You purchase 100 rupees of coke, the money will be deducted from your the amount will be deducted from your account on your folder, and that will be added to some other folder. So but there is a level of cyber, again, maybe in a future session we will be discussing that, that how is the level of security level of and the level of cyber world is that there is a deep internet available. If you have not heard about this, I would like to tell you, entire financial system runs in this deep internet. This deep internet cannot be touched by the common people easily. There is a layer, Facebook, internet, and your Zoom call and everything you can see right now. Majorly, these things is happening above that level. And when we talk about the security, financial system, and the most critical information which we need to protect is that that is a deep internet, and that deep internet, why this term is being used, because this deep internet cannot be accessed by all the people. I hope I successfully answered this question.
Yes, sir. I think like that has brought some more queries as well, but this is not going to end. At least for today's episode, we will have a stop. But we are definitely going to connect, as you mentioned, about some more concepts of the cyber crimes and data protection regulations. So, viewers, that's about today's episode of Star Talks with Dr. Anup Tiwari, which brings a lot of insights on unraveling cyber threats, exploring the world of online safety. We would also be covering more topics on cyber crimes and data protection regulations with Dr. Anup Tiwari. Stay connected for the final episode. Thank you, Dr. Anup, sir.